The spoilers for the week of December 9th, 2024, include Philip's guilt, Sean's career, Ava's bond, Kat's devastation, and Days of Our Lives. Next week, viewers may anticipate Philip Kirikai's, Jean-Paul Lavoisier, to feel bad. Sean Brady, Brandon Beamer, receives a job offer. Ava Vitali, Tamara Braun, and Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, become closer. Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, consoles a distraught Kat Green, Annalyn McCord. Continue reading and let's discuss what's coming up on the Peacock soap. Days of Our Lives spoilers for Monday, December 9th. In the December 9th episode of DOL, Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, informs Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, of disturbing news. Could Rafe's fear be about John Black, Drake Hodgson, who recently joined Black Patch? Meanwhile, Chanel Dupree DiMera, Raven Bowens, interrupts Alex Kyriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, and Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, in the middle of an altercation. Kate Roberts Brady, Lauren Koslow, throws a wrench in E.J. DiMera's, Dan Feuerriegel, plan. In addition, Javi Hernandez, Al Calderon, surprises Leo Stark, Greg Rickhart, by expressing sympathy for him. DOL spoilers, Tuesday, December 10th. On Tuesday, December 10th, Jennifer Horton Devereaux, Melissa Reeves, delivers unpleasant news to Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes. Is this related to the jewelry that Doug Williams III, Peyton Meyer, owns? Hope Brady, Christian Alfonso, reconnects with Kayla Johnson, Mary Beth Evans, Steve, and Roman Brady, Josh Taylor. J.J. Devereaux, Casey Moss, and Gabby Hernandez, Sherry Jimenez, engage a heated exchange. Also, Chad has no choice except to comfort Kat. On Wednesday, December 11th, Days of Our Lives spoilers hint that Chad DiMera and Kat will face peril. JJ attempts to save Gabby from Clyde Weston, James Reed. Leo receives guidance from Marlena Evans, Deidre Hall. Furthermore, Ava and Brady's friendship grows stronger. Thursday, December 12th. On Thursday, December 12th, Steve and Kayla go down memory lane. Chad intends to gain answers from Clyde about Abigail DiMera, last portrayed by Marcy Miller. JJ and Gabby continue their risky mission. Kat tells Aaron Green, Louis Tomero, about their mother. Meanwhile, Holly Jonas, Ashley Puzimis, and Tate Black, Leo Howard, have an intimate moment. Philip Kyriakis' guilt. On Friday, December 13th, Philip attempts to conceal his guilt from Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein. Jada offers Sean a position with the Salem Police Department. Sarah Horton Kyriakis, Lindsay Godfrey, assists Sander Cook Kyriakis, Paul Telfer, as he prepares for a legal battle. Ava will also have harsh words for Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke. Philip's guilt, Sean's career, Ava's bond, and Kat's devastation. As Salem stirred with morning light, its residents were already grappling with the fallout of choices, both past and present. Each storyline tangled in a web of secrets, betrayal, and redemption. Philip's guilt. Philip Kyriakis sat alone in the Kyriakis mansion, a glass of bourbon untouched on the table before him. The weight of his recent actions was heavy on his chest, suffocating him like a vice. Ever since his return to Salem, Philip had been trying to prove himself to his family, but his desperation had led him down a dark path. He picked up the phone, staring at Chloe Lane's name on the screen. She deserved the truth about what he'd done, but the words wouldn't come. Instead, memories of his last confrontation with Brady Black replayed in his mind, the lies he told, the alliances he broke, and the fragile trust he shattered. Victor Kyriakis entered the room, his sharp eyes narrowing as they fell on his son. "You look like you've been run over by a freight train," he said, pouring himself a drink. "What's eating you, Philip?" Philip hesitated, torn between confessing his guilt and maintaining the facade of control. "Nothing," he muttered. "Just business." Victor wasn't buying it. You'd better hope that business doesn't come back to bite you, son. In this family, mistakes have a way of becoming fatal. As Victor left, Philip's resolve hardened. He had to find a way to fix his mistakes before they destroyed everything he cared about. Sean's career. At Salem PD, Sean Brady was facing a different kind of pressure. A recent high-profile case had cast doubts on his abilities, and rumors of an internal review were circulating through the department. Sean had always prided himself on his integrity, but the scrutiny was starting to take its toll. He sat in his office, reviewing the case files for the 10th time. The evidence didn't add up, and the suspect's alibi was shaky at best. But his gut told him there was more to the story, a piece of the puzzle he was missing. Belle Black, his wife, entered with a supportive smile. "Hey, I brought you lunch," she said, setting a bag on his desk. "You've been at this all day." Sean sighed, leaning back in his chair. "I can't shake the feeling that I'm missing something, Belle. If I screw this up, my career's over." "You're not going to screw it up," Belle said firmly. "You're the best detective Salem has. Trust your instincts." Her words gave him a renewed sense of determination. As she left, Sean returned to the files, vowing to find the truth even if it cost him everything. Ava's bond. Across town, Ava Vitale was building an unexpected connection with someone from her past. Trip Dalton, her son, had convinced her to meet with Steve Johnson, her long-estranged love and Trip's father. Though their history was fraught with betrayal and pain, Ava found herself longing for the connection they once shared. They met at the Brady pub, the air between them thick with unspoken words. "Thanks for agreeing to meet," Ava said, her voice softer than usual. "Trip thought it might help us move forward." Steve studied her, his expression unreadable. "I'm willing to try, Ava. For Trip's sake. But let's not pretend this is going to be easy." "I know I've made mistakes," Ava admitted, her eyes glistening. "But I've changed, Steve. I just want to be a good mother, and maybe, a friend to you." Steve's walls softened slightly as he saw the sincerity in her gaze. "We'll see," he said. "One step at a time." As they talked, an unexpected warmth began to grow between them. It wasn't love, not yet, but it was a start. Kat's devastation. At the Salem Inn, newcomer Kat Carlisle was reeling from devastating news. The ambitious journalist had uncovered a lead on a major scandal involving a prominent Salem family, but before she could publish her findings, her source had been silenced, permanently. Kat stared at the text message on her phone, her hands trembling. "Stop digging, or you'll be next." Her instincts screamed at her to pack up and leave Salem, but her determination to uncover the truth was stronger. She knew the risks, but this story was too big to abandon. Just as she was gathering her thoughts, there was a knock at the door. She opened it to find Will Horton, another journalist she admired and trusted. "Kat, are you okay?" he asked, concern etched on his face. "I heard about your source." "What happened?" Kat hesitated before showing him the message. "I think someone in Salem doesn't want this story to come out." Will's expression hardened. "Then we need to be careful. But you're not alone in this. We'll figure it out together." Kat nodded, grateful for his support. But as she closed the door, she couldn't shake the feeling that danger was lurking just around the corner. The days ahead. As the residents of Salem navigated their personal battles, their stories began to intertwine in unexpected ways. Philip's guilt threatened to unravel his family's legacy, Sean's career hung in the balance, Ava found hope in an unlikely bond, and Kat's determination put her in the crosshairs of a dangerous adversary. The days ahead promised more secrets, more drama, and more heartbreak. But in Salem, where the past always comes back to haunt you, nothing stays hidden for long. Drama, intrigue, and emotional connections. The week ahead on Days of Our Lives promises plenty of intrigue, emotional revelations, and unexpected connections. From guilt-ridden confessions to tense confrontations, Salem's residents are set for a whirlwind of emotions. Let's dive deeper into each character's unfolding storylines and how they might reshape the dynamics in this beloved soap. Philip Kiriakis grapples with guilt. Philip Kiriakis, John Paul Lavoisier, has always been a complex character, often teetering between redemption and deceit. This week, viewers will see Philip struggle with a heavy burden of guilt. His interactions with Stephanie Johnson, Abigail Klein, hint at secrets he's desperate to keep hidden. What could Philip be concealing, and how might this impact his relationships with family and friends? Philip's internal conflict could stem from his past actions involving Victor Kiriakis, John Aniston, estate, or something more personal tied to his business dealings. The tension between his guilt and the facade he tries to maintain is bound to unravel, and it wouldn't be surprising if Stephanie picks up on his unease. Sean Brady's career crossroads. Sean Brady, Brandon Beamer, finds himself at a pivotal moment. After enduring personal and professional challenges, Sean receives an unexpected job offer from Jada Hunter, Elia Cantu, with the Salem Police Department. The opportunity comes at a crucial time, offering Sean a chance to regain his footing. However, accepting this position may place him in direct conflict with family and friends. As Sean contemplates the offer, he'll weigh the potential for stability against the complications of working alongside Jada, a figure with her own set of controversies. Ava Vitale and Brady Black, a surprising connection. Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, and Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, have shared a tumultuous past, but this week marks a turning point in their relationship. Ava and Brady find themselves confiding in one another, drawn together by shared pain and unresolved issues. Their growing connection hints at a deepening friendship, or perhaps something more. For Ava, Brady represents a safe haven amidst the chaos of her life. Similarly, Brady, reeling from his own emotional turmoil, sees Ava as a source of comfort. The question remains, will this bond lead to healing or spark new drama in Salem? Chad DiMera comforts Kat Green. Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, has had his share of heartbreak, particularly following Abigail's tragic death. This week, he finds himself offering solace to Kat Green, Annalyn McCord, a character whose presence has added layers of mystery to Salem's dynamics. Kat's vulnerability and Chad's empathy create a poignant moment, showcasing his ability to connect with others despite his own pain. Their interaction may hint at a deeper storyline involving Kat's past, possibly tied to the DiMeras or another Salem family. Rafe Hernandez and Jada Hunter's disturbing discovery. On Monday, December 9th, Rafe Hernandez, Galen Gehring, brings unsettling news to Jada Hunter. The revelation seems to involve John Black, Drake Hodgson, and his recent return to Black Patch investigations. This development could unravel a web of intrigue, potentially placing John in danger or revealing a larger conspiracy. Chanel Dupree DiMera interrupts a heated confrontation. Meanwhile, Chanel Dupree DiMera, Raven Bowens, steps into the fray as Alex Kiriakis, Robert Scott Wilson, and Johnny DiMera, Carson Boatman, clash. Chanel's unexpected arrival adds fuel to the fire, intensifying the conflict between Alex and Johnny. The stakes are personal and professional, with Chanel caught in the middle. Jennifer Horton delivers devastating news. Tuesday, December 10th, brings a somber moment as Jennifer Horton Devereaux, Melissa Reeves, informs Julie Williams, Susan Seaforth Hayes, of troubling news. Could this involve Doug Williams III, Peyton Meyer, or another cherished family member? The ripple effects of Jennifer's revelation will undoubtedly impact the Horton family's holiday plans. Philip's guilt, haunted by the shadows of the past. Philip Kyriakis, J. Kenneth Johnson, remains entangled in a web of guilt, with his past misdeeds looming large over his every move. His involvement in past schemes to manipulate Chloe Lane, Nadia Bjorlin, and sabotage Brady Black, Eric Martsolf, continues to eat away at him. Even as he works to rebuild his life, Philip can't shake the feeling that he doesn't deserve forgiveness or happiness. The arrival of Parker, Chloe's son, adds another layer of tension to Philip's emotional turmoil. Spending time with Parker reminds him of what he's lost, and he fears his mistakes have forever tarnished his chances of rekindling a relationship with Chloe. Victor Kyriakis, John Aniston, absence since his death weighs heavily on Philip as well. The unresolved tension between father and son leaves Philip questioning whether he'll ever live up to his family's legacy, or if he even wants to. In a vulnerable moment, Philip confides in Kate Roberts, Lauren Koslow, who urges him to make amends before his guilt consumes him. A conversation with Chloe also stirs conflicting emotions. While she expresses forgiveness, she reminds Philip that trust is hard to rebuild. Philip is left to decide if he'll take this as a second chance or continue to let his guilt dictate his actions. Sean's career, a crisis of identity. Sean Brady, Brandon Beamer, finds himself at a crossroads in both his personal and professional life. His dedication to the Salem Police Department is unwavering, but the pressures of the job have taken a toll on his relationships, most notably, his marriage to Belle Black, Martha Madison. After Clyde Weston's James Reed, chaos disrupts the town. Sean is faced with a new opportunity, an offer to join an elite federal task force. The position promises exciting new challenges and a fresh start, but it also comes with the difficult choice of leaving Salem. Hope Brady, Christian Alfonso, returns to Salem to offer her son guidance during this pivotal moment. Hope reminds Sean that while duty is important, it shouldn't come at the expense of his happiness. Her advice forces Sean to take a hard look at his priorities. Belle, meanwhile, struggles with the idea of Sean leaving Salem. Their relationship has been rocky, and she worries that distance might exacerbate their problems. However, she also knows that Sean needs to find fulfillment in his career. The couple must decide whether to fight for their marriage or let it go as Sean weighs his options. Ava's bond, a new beginning. Ava Vitale, Tamara Braun, finds herself forging an unexpected connection with Brady Black, Eric Martsolf. After their recent date, Ava and Brady discover a shared sense of loneliness and a desire to move beyond their respective troubled pasts. Their growing bond raises eyebrows in Salem, especially among those who know Ava's history. Kristen DiMera, Stacey Hayduke, is particularly incensed by this development. Seeing Ava and Brady together fuels Kristen's jealousy, leading to another heated confrontation between the two women. This time, Ava refuses to be intimidated. She stands her ground and makes it clear that she won't let Kristen dictate her life. Ava's son, Trip Johnson, Lucas Adams, watches his mother's journey with cautious optimism. He sees glimpses of the woman she used to be before her life spiraled out of control. Trip encourages Ava to pursue happiness but warns her to be mindful of her choices. Brady, for his part, is intrigued by Ava's resilience. While their relationship is still in its early stages, he finds himself drawn to her strength and determination to start anew. However, their bond will face significant challenges as Ava's past threatens to resurface in unexpected ways. Kat's devastation, a shattering loss. Kat Green, Annalyn McCord, is reeling in the aftermath of the Clyde Weston debacle. Her primary mission was to rescue her mother, but the chaos ended in heartbreak. During a confrontation with Clyde, Kat's mother was caught in the crossfire, leaving her critically injured. Blaming herself for the tragedy, Kat spirals into a deep sense of guilt and despair. Chad DiMera, Billy Flynn, becomes her anchor during this tumultuous time, offering her unwavering support and a shoulder to lean on. Their bond deepens as Chad helps Kat navigate her grief, but the loss also forces Kat to reevaluate her priorities. As Kat struggles to move forward, she considers leaving Salem to escape the pain and start fresh. However, her connection to Chad complicates the decision. She's torn between staying to build a life with someone who truly understands her or leaving to heal on her own terms. Meanwhile, Clyde's actions leave ripples throughout Salem. His ability to wreak such havoc reignites the town's desire for justice. Kat's devastation becomes a rallying point for the community, with many vowing to ensure that no one else suffers at Clyde's hands. Intersecting stories and emotional highs. As Salem's residents grapple with their individual challenges, their lives inevitably intersect in ways that create explosive drama. Philip's quest for redemption could lead him to unexpected allies, or new enemies. Sean's decision about his career will have far-reaching implications for his marriage and his sense of purpose. Ava's bond with Brady will test her ability to leave her past behind, while Kristen's interference threatens to upend everything. Kat's heartbreak serves as a reminder of the stakes in Salem's ongoing battle against villains like Clyde. In the end, the resilience of Salem's residents will be tested as they navigate love, loss, and the pursuit of second chances. Stay tuned for more gripping twists on Days of Our Lives.